Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 BMW Alpina B6 Gran Coupe sedan. Now, before we get into this, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're in the market for a new car like this, I wrote a killer article on my website about how to buy a new car for the lowest price. I put the link in the description below. If a luxury sedan with a coupe-like roofline isn't distinct enough for you, consider the 2019 BMW Alpina B6 Gran Coupe. This special model accentuates the luxury and comfort of the four-door BMW 6 Series with notable upgrades that include special design elements and, of course, more power. Similar to how the BMW M Division produces the highest performing versions of their vehicles, Alpina seeks to enhance overall refinement through its own upgrades. The resulting B6 Gran Coupe has an unmistakable presence, courtesy of its 20-inch wheels and two model-specific color options. The interior presents similar characters through details such as blue gauges, additional badges, and special contrast stitching. So you can see here they say that the vehicle is a rare breed, and it certainly is. When you combine the BMW with Alpina, you get a 600 horsepower Gran Coupe with a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds. And it comes with two exclusive paint options. I bet one of them is that green that we're looking at right here. Uh, I'm not a fan of it, but somebody probably is. Let's dig into this thing. We're going to go over this in great detail. I love this car. I like BMWs in general, but I really like the Alpina. So we're going to go over this in detail. We'll do the build and price. We'll find out what's new, etc., etc. So let's jump into it. So for 2019, there's really just a couple of things. Well, there's really just one thing that's really new for 2019. Apple CarPlay support is now included. This 6 Series generation was introduced in 2017, so the model just got an update or a refresh. So there's not anything super notable for 2018 as far as big changes go. Over here, they're talking about sculpted for elegance. It says beauty beyond simple aesthetics. Muscular elegance, Alpina B6 Gran Coupe. And it is muscular. Look at all the sculpting of the hood and the front fascia and all that. A specially designed front apron, like I was just talking about. Integrated splitter. That's this down here, down at the bottom where it says Alpina. That's the splitter down there. Ensure high-speed stability, smooth handling, and efficiency. It says here it's poised to dominate pure power. Alpina engineers hand-assembled the engine, coaxing an astonishing 600 horsepower and 590 pound-foot of torque from that 4.4-liter V8. That's good for a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds. They haven't mentioned it yet, but I thought the Alpina B6 was all-wheel drive. They don't say. We're going to keep looking. We'll find out. Now, real quick before we move on, let's talk about some pros and cons. I love this Alpina B6. It's super hot, super sumptuous. It's got an MSRP that starts at about 124,400, I believe, and it goes up from there. But pros and cons really fast. I've got a few pros and I got a few cons. A few cons. So for pros, number one, obviously the horsepower. The horsepower. Look at the numbers. 600 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. The car is no joke. All-wheel drive. All-wheel drive provides sure-footed traction. The car is, in fact, all-wheel drive, just noted right here. Lavishly trimmed and equipped interior. It's an Alpina B6. It's a $125,000 car, number one. So a $125,000 car is going to look good no matter who's making it. Now we're talking about it's a BMW, so it's going to look really good anyway. And now we're talking about it's an Alpina, so it's going to be 3 steps above that. So it's very beautiful. And then, of course, it's very exclusive. So you've got BMWs, and BMWs are hot. And then you've got the M versions of BMWs, and those are hotter still. Then you have the Alpina, and that's, to me, at the top of the pile. So there's your 4 pros. Let's look at the next block and then talk about some cons. It says an emotional soundtrack. It says the specifically designed Alpina exhaust system saves weight, improves exhaust flow, and adds an auditory element to every drive. Acoustically tuned for a deep bass note. The system produces a satisfying but never overwhelming sound experience, especially when accelerating in sport mode. I bet it sounds fantastic. I bet it sounds fantastic. Makes it even worse to say, okay, after hearing all that great information, let's talk about the cons. Well, there's just three that I've got noted. Number one, the shape of the car. Yeah, it's got that beautiful coupe-like shape, but that does compromise the people in the back seat and probably some headroom. Um, some people may find the styling enhancements too subtle for their price tag. They want something more extreme and hardcore, harder edged for the amount of power and performance that the car has and its price tag. The other thing is, while Apple CarPlay is offered, it's a subscription-based service, so that's kind of weak. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't like how BMW's doing that. Other than that, the car's a knockout. I mean, what's not to like about the car? Here's a beautiful shot of those 20-inch wheels. They used to be 21-inch wheels back in the day on the ALPINA B7. That's the sedan. Let me show you a clip of that. Used to have 21-inch wheels, the BMW ALPINA B7 did, but I used to read that they used to have a lot of problems with the wheels going flat, this, that, and the other thing. So now they've got the smaller, but still the exact same design, 20-inch wheels. I bet you they run a lot better with a lot fewer problems. Let's see. What else? Crafted for you. Look at the beautiful green stitching on the leather-wrapped steering wheel. That green stitching is an Alpina thing. So it says what? No detail is too small. Fine wood trim details or creates an air of opulence. The standard Harman Kardon surround sound system plays every note with crystal clarity. The leather on the steering wheel is hand-stitched. The ALPINA B6 truly is an exemplary piece of art. It is. It's art. It's performance. It's everything you really want it to be, and it's all-wheel drive, and it's just completely gorgeous. So it comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and that's another thing that I like about the Alpina over the M cars. Well, now the brand new BMW M5 has an automatic transmission, but prior to this year, all the other ones had that DCT transmission that didn't really have a park mode. It was really a manual, and it was kind of funky. And I always liked how the Alpina still made as much or more power than an M car with an automatic transmission. Seems like the way to go. So I like that. But it's their Alpina, the transmission that they've put in this car is specifically tuned with their settings to better match their engine characteristics and their performance and all that. So there you go with that. Let's move. Okay, here's what I wanted to know more about. The intelligent chassis, advanced BMW engineering at work, the xDrive. That's what BMW calls their all-wheel drive system. xDrive works in tandem with dynamic stability control to monitor road conditions. Once it senses excess slip, it smartly sends power to the wheel with the surest footing, improving traction and delivering neutral, responsive handling. You know, the thing is these new super sedans make a ton of power. Speaking of super sedans, I have a whole playlist of super sedans. So if you're like me and you love super sedans, I've got a whole playlist. Let me put it up real fast. So like I was saying, thing is these super sedans make tremendous power. And so any super sedan these days, to me, that's just running on rear-wheel drive is just behind the ball. It's just not in the game because these cars make too much power. You need control. Power is nothing without control. So we need cars with all-wheel drive. This car has it. Let's find out about that adaptive sport suspension. Okay, it says Alpina's adaptive sport suspension combines electronically adjustable dampers, right? That's the shocks here with the springs. Shocks and springs, auxiliary springs, and anti-roll bars. You kind of can see it. You see this little bar. I think that might be wiring, but that's probably the anti-roll bar. It's just like this bar that kind of connects from one side to the other side. That's a very crude way of putting it. But anyway, it says that this adaptive sport suspension continuously adapts to the current driving conditions, allowing for either a sportier or more comfortable ride. All right, let's find out about the active roll stabilization. It would be nice if they changed the picture too, but whatever. Active roll stabilization is an active suspension control designed to reduce body roll or lean when you're cornering. Drivers can tackle corners with more precision, allowing passengers to experience greater comfort, meaning people aren't sliding all over the inside of the car. Okay, so features, packages, options make your ALPINA B6 one of a kind. The deal is the car is really only available in one configuration, so your only choices are exterior colors, upholstery, and options. It's one trim level. Each package has its merit, from advanced and active safety features in the driving assistance package to the comfort provided by ventilated front seats and a heated steering wheel from the executive package. You'll also appreciate the upgraded power of the standalone Bang & Olufsen sound system option. I'm all about the Bang & Olufsen. So, with that said, that little piece I put in, let's review all these options. So, it says here for exterior colors, there's 6 unique BMW individual colors. It says exterior hues leave a lasting impression. Choose from 11 non-metallic or metallic options, including exclusive ALPINA blue or ALPINA green. So yeah, here's that ALPINA green, and then they have the ALPINA blue, and then there's 6 unique BMW individual colors. Under trim options, it says a variety of wood and brushed aluminum trim options are available to further customize your B6, or choose the exclusive ALPINA trim like myrtle wood to accentuate the interior like no other. We'll take a close look at each one. I don't know what myrtle wood looks like, so I can't weigh in on it right now, but we'll certainly take a look at it. So in the executive package, we can experience supreme comfort apparently. The power rear sunshade and rear side window shades keep the cabin from getting too hot, a heated steering wheel, heated rear seats, front ventilated seats keep driver and passengers comfortable in all climates. So it sounds like to me I need the executive package because I want what that package has for sure. Then of course the Bang & Olufsen, which I lovingly call Bang & Oli. 16 speakers, 1200 watts, crisp, high frequency, warm mids, deep bass, everything you want it to be. I can already think of my music I want to play. Enhanced soundproofing turns the ALPINA B6 into a studio grade listening room. Let's all take a minute to imagine that. Then we have the driving assistance packages. Peace of mind on every drive. Available packages include intuitive and intelligent features to make city and highway driving worry-free. Enjoy the added confidence, a head-up display, lane departure warning, frontal collision warning, pedestrian warning, city collision mitigation, and more. What cracks me up is, here we are talking about getting these packages on a car that costs $125,000. Should have this stuff on it. But because I review cars that are much cheaper than this, and they're nice too, and they're nice too, that have all this stuff. Not the Bang & Olufsen, but you know what I mean. These driver assistance packages and stuff like that. So yeah, like I was saying, there's only one configuration, right? ALPINA B6 xDrive Gran Coupe, the 4.4 liter V8, twin power turbo V8, 3.6 seconds. You know the deal. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go over and take a quick look at the standard features and the full specs. And after we do that, we'll jump over to the build your own. Yeah, let's do that. So they've got this set up a couple different ways. Here's a beautiful shot of that ALPINA. It's just a gorgeous car. It's got features, and then we'll toggle over to specifications. So yeah, they have it set up in modules, blocks. Right? They've got drive, and then you've got a few modules under that, and then you've got appearance, technology, protection. Yeah. So let's start up here at drive with performance and efficiency and see what they're talking about. So they're just going to go over that engine, 2 turbochargers, variable valve control. We know how much engine horsepower it makes. It's got an 8-speed transmission. We already went into that. It's got auto stop-start function, brake energy regeneration. And it's got electronically controlled engine cooling, but I would think all cars these days do. Anyway, under handling, ride, and braking, the ALPINA Sport suspension. I won't read everything, so if you want to make sure you read everything. Just pause the video momentarily. It's got the xDrive, adaptive drive, ALPINA software, right? ALPINA tweaks everything. Aluminum aluminum front and rear subframes, not foot pedals. Hill descent control. Okay, moving on to appearance and exterior. Adaptive LED headlights, LED fog lights, power folding heated side mirrors, You got those Alpina wheels, so they're uh, 20 by 8.5s up front and 20 by 10s in the rear. So you got 255 35s in the front. And you got some big 295 30s out in the back. And you've got an increased top speed limiter, but they don't tell you what the increased top speed is. Alpina signature exhaust system, specially designed Alpina front splitter, rear diffuser, right? The body panels, right? The body work. The third brake light in the upper roof, which is really attractive on these cars. Thermoplastic front side fenders and sheet molding. Okay. For interior seating and trim, let's see, it's got 20-way power front multi-contour seats with 4-way lumbar support, articulated upper back rest, which is awesome, where the whole upper back part of the seat will kind of fit the curvature of your upper back. I haven't had a Beamer with that, but I can't wait to. Napa leather, gray poplar wood is the standard, but we're going to be changing all that. Illuminated door sill finishers with Alpina designation. Let's move on to technology. Oh, anthracite Alcantara headliner. Now let's move on to technology. So the standard audio system is that Harman Kardon. It's got 600 watts, 16 speakers. The Bang & Olufsen doubles that wattage. It's got the HD radio, Sirius XM with a 1-year pass, all access subscription when you buy it new anyway. Anti-theft, CD, MP3. It's going to have all that stuff. I know it's got Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth phone. I know it's got all that stuff. And it's got that Apple CarPlay, but a subscription service. Under instrumentation and controls, we've got the Alpina instrument cluster. So it's got like the blue gauges. There's that Apple CarPlay, rear view camera, dynamic cruise control, tire pressure monitor. The BMW navigation system has got a 10.2-inch high-resolution screen, 3D maps, 200 gigabyte hard drive, and 20 gigabytes of that is storage for music. Voice command system, natural language understanding, over-the-air updates for map data, up to 4 times annually. Yeah. Rear view camera, I already got that. Advanced real-time traffic information, BMW teleservices. Interesting. Heated driver's door lock and rear window defroster. Nice. Under comfort and convenience, it's got the engine stop-start function, rain-sensing windshield wipers, park distance control, soft closed doors, ambient lighting, comfort access, keyless entry, 3-stage heated front seats, Wi-Fi with a 3-month free trial, wireless charging is standard, dual front sun visors, those are illuminated, of course, electronic parking brake, not Drake, electronic parking brake with automatic hold feature, power windows with one touch up and down, of course, at this price point. And let's see what else. Okay, moving on to protection. Under safety and security, we've got all kinds of stuff. Coated driveway protection, anti-theft alarm, active front headrest, active knee protection. You got a lot of stuff. Drivers and front airbags. You got all the safety you'd expect at this price point. And there's a lot of it. So I'm not going to go into all of that. BMW remote services are there. And then finally, there's just warranty. So let's just look at the warranty real fast. This is real small. 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle limited warranty. 4-year unlimited mileage roadside assistance. 12-year unlimited mileage rust perforation limited warranty. BMW Ultimate Care. You got to click a link for that. We're not going to jump into that. Let's do this. Let's come back up to the top of this page and hit specifications and see what's over there. Okay, so now we're over here at specifications, and we've got a few. Here they're just telling us the engine size, 4.4 liter, the displacement, the horsepower. They have it listed now at 591, not 600. I guess they were rounding. So then if they were rounding, they need to say 590. So let's just say, yeah, 591 horse, 590 torque. And then you've got that 8-speed transmission. I think we don't probably need to go through what the gear ratios are all about. Under performance, again, they're telling us that 0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. Got a top speed of 199 miles an hour. It's quick. It's got a combined fuel economy at 20 miles to the gallon. Fuel tank is not that big. It's got an 18.5-gallon fuel tank. It's got performance tires on it. Here they're going to give us some dimensions. We've got an overall length of 197. We got inches, this is. Width of 74.6 inches. We got a height of 55 inches. Curb weight is 4780. Interior dimensions, headroom is 40.6. Leg room up front is 42.1 inches. In the back, it's 35.3 inches. The shoulder room up front is not bad. It's 56.7 inches, and in the back, it's 54.6. That's not bad considering the shape and design of this car. Not bad. All right, so that brings us to the end of all the specifications and everything. Let's go over and do the build and price. Let's find out what options and stuff we're going to put on this. I know the Bang & Olufsen's going on this car for sure. Okay, here we go. We're at 124,400. That's what I said that MSRP was. I don't know, however many minutes ago. Here's that Alpina metallic blue. Do we have any individual colors? Nay, no individual colors. Then there's that Alpina metallic green, and it looks attractive enough for, the website, but we aren't doing it. What's this color? Space gray? No. Glacier silver? No. How about jet black? Give me a jet black. That means it's got no metallic flake. That means when I polish it and keep it buffed, it's going to look like liquid when it goes cruising by you. All right, so we're going to do our ALPINA B6 xDrive Gran Coupe in jet black. Okay, moving on to wheels. What do we have here? This is the 20-inch Alpina Classic wheel style C11 with all-season non-run flat tires. Now, what's this deal? This is the 20-inch Classic wheels with performance non-run flat tires. I think it was, you want to get it with performance wheels because we just want to make sure that top speed limiter, we want to make sure that we get that 199 mile an hour top speed. So let's go with performance run flat tires. We can always change those tires out, obviously, later. But just to be on the safe side, let's make sure we get those performance tires. I don't know if that's a metric. Maybe it's not. But let's get these performance wheels anyway. Tires. Okay, for upholstery, all right, it's all Napa leather. So we've got black exterior. And you know what? I know it's just black on black and it seems real simple, but I like it that way. I just want all black, black leather, keep it real simple. It's not about the cost or the color or anything. I think that the red looks kind of cool, but you might get tired of that after a while. But this black is always going to look beautiful. You keep the leather moisturized and all of that, and it's just going to look fantastic. This leather dashboard, it's just beautiful in here. Okay, now let's choose our veneer. Now, they do have an individual color. I kind of do like this Alpina. Oh, that's funny. I said, I don't know what myrtle wood is. And look, it's the myrtle wood trim. I do like the myrtle wood. It's really nice. What does that look like? I like the myrtle. That is really nice. It gives that rich look that I'm looking for. The dark leather, the dark rich woods, the silver, the chrome, the metal, all that kind of stuff. That, to me, that is luxury, a luxury automobile. So we've got the myrtle wood that didn't seem to add any cost because the price is still sitting at $124,400. But here we go. We're getting ready to jump into the packages. And so the price is about to change now for sure. Okay, so here we are on the packages page. We've got the driver assistance package. This gives us heads-up display, which they have me sold at heads-up display. So we're gonna get the, if you've watched the channel, then you know I like heads-up display and I like digital speedometers. So we're gonna get the driving assist package, and I want the other stuff, active blind spot detection. I like all that stuff. Now, if we get the driver assistance plus package, what does this do for us? Let's find out. This has to do with, let's see, a lot of stuff. This gives us, in addition to active driving assistance content, active cruise control, also included our lane departure warning, pedestrian frontal collision warning, right? A lot more safety stuff. And here's the deal. To me, part of the thing that makes these new cars really appealing, aside from all their power and all that other good stuff, is their safety and their technology, all that stuff. So that's important to me. And at this price point, yeah, I want all of it. So we're sitting at $127,300. And we have the driving assist package, and we have the driving assist plus package. And then that executive package gave us the heated rear seats, the power rear sunshade, power rear sunshade, rear side window shades, front ventilated seats, active front seats, all of that good stuff. I want that for $2,200. This is the kind of stuff that you can't go back to the dealer and say, ooh, can you install the executive package? No, they can't. You do it now or you don't get it. Parking assistance package for $500. This helps me park the car. Side and top view cameras. Yeah, I'll take that. It's just $500. I'm already all in. It's $130,000 flat. I mean, there's a much more expensive cars to be had for sure. I can think of, say, the Porsche Panamera. I'll put a link up to that car because I do like that car a lot too. Porsche Panamera will set you back way more than $130,000, and you'll have to really put a bunch of options on it. So, yeah, it's a lot of money, but when you're talking about cars at these price points, it's a good value. There's a lot of value here, I think. Okay, moving on to options. Yeah, we want the Bang & Olufsen sound system, and I want that night vision with pedestrian detection. If you don't know what that is, night vision uses state-of-the-art infrared technology combined with black and white imaging to see things before they are visible to the naked eye. Using a thermal imaging camera mounted in the lower air dam, night vision recognizes people, animals, and objects based upon the heat they emit. The warmer the object, the brighter it illuminates on the iDrive display monitor. The pedestrian detection feature recognizes and indicates individual pedestrians on or near the roadway at a range up to 330 feet. The system only works during night hours, and it must be cooler than 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I just see so few BMWs or cars that have this feature actually option with this feature, and I want it. So we're going to get the night vision with pedestrian detection. We're going to have a fully loaded BMW. And the rest of this stuff, we don't care about. All this other stuff. What's the performance analyzer? What is that all about? No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Wireless charging case. We don't need any of this stuff. Let's get out of that. Let's go to the summary. We're out of that. We don't need any of that stuff. Okay, so car's $136,000 flat. 0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. MPG 25. Color, jet black. The wheels, the 20-inch classic Alpina wheel style C11 with performance non-run flats. Look at that gorgeous interior. Look at all the buttons. It's fully loaded. It's fully loaded down there. Fully loaded, my friends. It's a 5-button car. I look at BMWs with buttons, right? If you can always, from 2013 on, it's from 7 Series from 2009 on, you can check these buttons down here. If it's got 5 buttons, it's loaded. If it's got 3 buttons, it's a really pretty loaded car. That's a fast way to tell how optioned a BMW is. Especially, I'm talking 5 Series and 7 Series and 6 Series cars specifically. You can see these buttons real fast. Some of them don't even have any buttons on them. All right, so there's the buttons there, and then the trim. There's another shot of the trim. We can see a shot of the Bang & Olufsen sitting up there. It was $124,400. We basically added, what, $12,000-ish to it, $11,600 in options. And so, yeah, we ended up with $136,995. That's out the door. Obviously, what you pay at the dealer is going to probably be different. I am going to print off this. Is there a place to print this? I think so. Let's find out. Yeah, there it is right there. I'm going to print off this build. So if you like this build summary, you like the way I built and spec'd this Alpina, I'm going to put a link in the description right along with that link to the article on how to save some money on this Alpina if you're in the market to buy it new or any new car. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you for joining me. If you've made it to the end, you're awesome. You rock. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful